Kyrie Irving.
I haven't seen him play too much, Eric, but everybody's raving about him. He was the #1 pick when he played 11 games at Duke last year. Still was the #1 pick and is living up to the billing so far.
Good cut by Anderson Varejao. Nice feed as well. Cavaliers take the first lead. Irving's biggest adjustment, like all rookies, on the defensive end. As Bosh hits the short hook. Chris Bosh coming off a 23-point game against the Bucks on Sunday. Bosh averaging almost 21 points a game. Omri Caspi spent his first 2 seasons with Sacramento. Came over in a trade. Varejao over to Caspi, and those first 2 buckets for the Cavaliers coming deep inside the paint.
Right at the rim. 4 points in the painted area so far. He'd even have to play better baseline defense.
Bosh against Antoine Jamison. Nice spin. Joel Anthony tried to keep it alive, but knocked it out of bounds. Interesting matchup, Jamison defending Bosh.
Yeah, well, they're guarding each other, and I think that it's going to be harder for Jamison to guard Bosh at his end than Bosh at the other, guarding him.
Remember, Jamison can bring you out with his 3-point shooting. He's already got 21 triples this year. Jamison, the 14-year veteran and the elder statesman of this Cleveland team. Varejao pushed out of bounds. And the first foul of the game goes on Miami's starting center, Joel Anthony.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. He kind of bailed him out on the play.
Heat foul number 50, Joel Anthony.
Now, the Heat come into this game 6th in the East with their 11-5 record. They have the same record as number 5 Orlando. The Magic already underway at Indiana tonight. While the Cavaliers, even though they're 3 under 500 at 6-9, they're 8th in the East, a half game behind Boston, and a half game in front of both the Bucks and the Knicks. Caspi on the run, and the rebound batted out, and the Cavaliers will get another crack at it. Deflection by Chalmers. The Cavaliers still have plenty of possession left. Tony, only a couple minutes gone by, but Cleveland playing with some energy, more than Miami so far.
Yeah, they are. You expect them to. You got to come back in this way. You can't dwell on bad games that you just played. That goes for both teams.
Varejao up and under and nowhere. Terrific Heat defense. Well, the Heat will get it back off the missed shot by Varejao. Now, Miami coming off its worst offensive game of the year. 82 points against the Bucks, 37% shooting, both season lows, and 22 turnovers. Hard to win with those numbers against anyone. Battier's pass picked off. First turnover of this game.
There's Irving, just like we talked about in the pregame. When he comes down coast to coast, he'll shoot up the 3. He's shooting 43% from the 3-point line. That's terrific.
And Tony, Kyrie Irving, who's averaging 17 points a game to lead all NBA rookies. His best quarters this year have been the first quarters, where he's shooting 62% from the field.
Yeah, leads the NBA in that category.
Caspi, nice drive, blocked by Anthony, but the foul on Battier. Omri Caspi, in his 3rd season, a native of Yafi, Israel, first Israeli-born player to ever participate in the NBA. And he told me before the game, happy to be in Cleveland after his first 2 seasons, way out there in the Pacific Northwest of Sacramento.
Yes, this guy can play. So he's right-handed. He took his man off the dribble left.
Tony averaged almost 9 points a game last year with Sacramento, acquired from the Kings with a #1 pick for J.J. Hickson. Caspi said he spent the summer back in his native land of Israel in Tel Aviv. I asked him what had changed coming back to Israel as an NBA player. He looked at me and said, everything.
Good answer. Meanwhile, Varejao gets the offensive rebound.
After Caspi misses on both ends. Cavaliers up 4-2. Chalmers in the passing lane. Irving got it back. Varejao with 3 to shoot. Parker from downtown. And Chris Bosh holding on to his first rebound of the game.
Excellent ball movement by the Cavaliers. Got nothing out of it that time.
Battier, corner 3. And Kyrie Irving definitely not afraid to mix it up. Averaging over 3 rebounds a game as a point guard. Anthony Parker, 36 years old, in his 9th season. Loose ball. Chalmers hit ahead for LeBron. Deflection by Caspi, and LeBron will wait for some help.
And then he'll take him off the dribble.
Jamison over to help Caspi. And Chalmers broke through but carried the ball.
He did. Good call. Tried the hesitation dribble. When you do that, you've got to make sure your hand stays above the ball, not carry it. Right here, you see it there, right there, little hesitation. Good call by Tony Brothers.
Just 4 minutes in, the Cavaliers on top, 4-2. Jamison in the corner. Irving's open for a 3. Off the side of the board, and the chase is on. Parker draws the assignment on LeBron. Pick and roll with Bosch, and a hard, meaningful foul by Anderson Varejao. He wasn't going to allow Bosch to dunk it here at home.
Good slip screen by Bosch. Watch, as he was coming over to set the screen, he saw how high his man was. He didn't set the screen. He just went right to the basket. See right there? That's what we call a slip screen. He doesn't really set it. Both defenders go to LeBron, and Bosch gets to the foul line.
Yeah, LeBron James and Chris Bosh carrying a heavier burden. Week so. This is the 5th straight game they play without Dwayne Wade. Overall, it's Wade's 8th missed game. The Heat have gone 6-1 without him. Dwayne, of course, last played at Denver 11 nights ago, back on the 13th of January, sitting it out with a sprained right ankle. Eric Spoelstra told the media before the game Dwayne will travel with the team to the Palace tonight for the Pistons game tomorrow, but I would say questionable at best for the Pistons game, and hoping perhaps he could return Friday against the Knicks, but that's just a guess. One never knows.
I agree with you.
Kyrie Irving gets his first score, and the Cavaliers lead it 6-4. They'll see 2 of the best rookie guards in the NBA each of the next 2 nights, Irving tonight, and Pinecrest star Brandon Jennings tomorrow for the Pistons. And Mario Chalmers. Tony's one of the most improved. Brandon Knight, I meant, for the Pistons tomorrow. Mario Chalmers, Tony, become one of the most improved three-point shooters in the league this year.
Shooting the ball well, picking his spots, playing a much more mature game after 3 years in the league.
First lead for Miami on the 32nd triple for Chalmers. And that's an offensive foul. Kyrie Irving crashing right into Shane Battier, who draws his 9th charge of the season.
Yeah, Giovanna here. These guys, the Heat players, are competing against each other to see who draws the most charges this season. Shane Battier gets in front of that restricted area. He gets them flush right into his body. He's still perfect way to draw the charge.
So Shane Battier and Udonis Haslem even atop the charge-taking leaderboard for Miami, each with 9. 6:20 left first quarter. LeBron on the post for 2.
Good job by LeBron. He was double teamed, passed it out. When the second defender leaves, then you repost, get it in, and now he goes one-on-one.
First score for James puts the Heat up by 3. Steal by Battier. And here comes Miami off their defense. Battier in the corner. Good closeout by Irving. Joel Anthony. A little bit out of his range, but it rimmed out for him, and Anthony Parker clears it for Cleveland. Jamison on the drive, and we're going to get a whistle against Miami. So timeout here at the Heat's house. The Heat by 3. Miami Heat basketball on Sun Sports is brought to you by AT&T. Find out what's possible with products and services from AT&T. Rethink possible. And by Kentucky Fried Chicken. Bring something different to the party with KFC sauceless hot wings. Now just 50 cents a wing. And a beautiful look at Biscayne Bay in downtown Miami, all lit up the American Airlines Arena, where the Heat have won 6 and lost 2. And our aerial coverage tonight brought to you by DirecTV. If you call yourself a sports fan, you gotta get DirecTV. Joel Cox piloting the DirecTV blimp. And Josh Nutter, our camera operator up there. Great work, gentlemen. Thank you. 3-point lead for the Heat. 5.5 minutes left here in the first quarter.
And Eric, obviously with Shane Battier starting tonight, LeBron James is starting with that 2-guard spot.
Battier starting 3 games this year. Battier's also started in wins against the Lakers, where he did an amazing job on Kobe Bryant, who Battier says I've probably played at least 40 games against him. Also started in the triple overtime win in Atlanta when the Heat were without both Dwayne Wade and LeBron James. One of the great signature wins in regular season Heat history. But after the 5-0 start this year, the Heat have gone 7-5. 10 on the shot clock for Mario Chalmers and Miami. Chalmers probing, and ball skips out of bounds, so turnovers both ways. 3 for the Heat, 4 on the Cavaliers.
Cavaliers have 3 in the last 3 possessions. That time, Rio threw the ball behind LeBron instead of leading him to the rim.
Heat come into this game averaging 105 points a night. That's second best in the NBA. Cavaliers, they rank 15th in the league at just under 95 points scored a game.
They're second best at Denver in scoring for the Heat.
Miami still ranks first in the league in field goal percentage. Steal by Battier, and the Cavaliers turning it over for the 5th time.
4 in a row.
Battier against Alonzo G. And the missed tip by Joel Anthony. So Alonzo G checking in. He's the 3rd-year man from Alabama who has roots to South Florida. He's a Palm Beach guy. That's a nice quick move. Samardo Samuels, the 2nd-year forward out of Louisville. First bench points in tonight's game go to him.
Caught Bosch on the high side, didn't get over for the steal, and then he lost the play.
9-8 Heat. Bosch from 21. And it bounds off to Alonzo G, who played at Dwyer High School in West Palm Beach before going off to the University of Alabama. This is Samuels against Bosch. Help from Battier. Now the shot clock is down to 4. Oh my, what a move by Alonzo G.
That's the only way he could have scored, because Joel Anthony was all over him.
Alonzo G capturing 2 state 5A championships in Florida in 2004 and 5. Another turnover on Chalmers. And here's Varejao ahead of the field for the slam dunk. And right now the Cavaliers beating Miami, playing the Heat way. Changing from defense to offense quickly.
Yeah, 6 straight points for the Cavaliers after those 4 straight turnovers.
So the Heat go from up 3 to down 3. Bosch, same spot. Same result, unfortunately. Bosch missing 3 of his first 4 shots. And the Heat are 3 for 10. Parker missed on the run. Varejao with another rebound. And here's Irving using glass. Cavaliers better in the paint, and Anthony Parker trying to induce the charge, picks up his first foul. On this pretty night in Miami, Heat basketball on Sun Sports is proudly presented by AT&T U-verse.